Right from the beginning, states and universities have had an antagonistic relationship. I've never known a country that wasn't worried about its universities. And countries that are authoritarian take more direct action than countries that are not. So this is the normal kind of thing. And I don't think you can convince a state to think otherwise when they feel threatened by the truth. What you can do, however, is ask them what they want for their universities. This is why I showed you the universality of these mechanisms of ethical infrastructures. I've never known a government, even very poor governments, to say, we want a world-class university. I say, okay, here are the ingredients of a world-class university. It's like saying, well, we want an automobile, but we don't want you to make the engine, okay? So you want an automobile, here's how an engine works. So I think over time and slowly, and in countries individually, there will be progress on this. But I acknowledge 100% of what you're saying. I've worked, I mean, the Soviet Union systematically defanged their universities because they put them all under sector ministries. There were only 2 out of 512 universities in Russia. There were only 2 that had their own budgets, and only 2 that had autonomy. And all the rest were under sector ministries, health. And so you can't operate with autonomy if your sector ministry is telling you what to research and how quick they want it. You're essentially a contract shop for that. And that's how universities were seen throughout the former Soviet Union, all of them, and in China as well. Now, a big adjustment, now has, occurred. So that they can see that universities, in order to be great, have to be autonomous. And it's difficult for them, but they're learning. So it's a matter of progress. So you name the country, and we can kind of talk about what the problems are in that particular country. Okay, but I acknowledge that it is an imperfect road. Which one?
Iran and Malaysia.
Iran?
And Malaysia.
Both of them, yeah. Well, Iran wants to have great universities. They always have. And they have some very smart people in those universities. And often they have firsthand experience with some of the greatest universities in this country and in Europe. So they know what a university needs to attain. In Iran, I think it's just a matter of time. In Malaysia, the problem is different. Okay? It's a problem. I mean, they want to buy their greatness with their university. A lot of facilities, very modern facilities, but it's a Potemkin village in terms of freedom.